All right, Coach, just start off by saying and spelling your first and last name for us.
Todd Mason, Toddmason.
Coach, you guys had a really successful season. You guys were fast on both offense and defense. What lessons can you take from 2020 going into 2021?
Well, we're returning a lot of those same guys, so we're going to be very fast and very physical football team again this year. We graduated some really talented individuals, but I think we got some younger guys that can run around and play football, and we're really looking forward to the 2021 season.
2020 was probably the most difficult high school football season in terms of COVID and all the changes and restrictions. What do you leave in the past of reflecting on that when you think of the 2021 season? What do you remember about COVID-19 and all the changes you guys had to go through?
Well, obviously, with all the precautions and things that you had to do in order to just play a game, I'm certainly glad those are in the past now. I'm sure we're going to have to do some more of those same things, but just the stress of every day waking up and praying that we didn't have a COVID positive case on your team. And it appears that that's going to be a thing of the past, that contact tracing is not going to be nearly as much of a thing this year, and we're certainly hoping that's a thing. And I'm just glad that 2020 is in the past and we're getting ready to play football.
Now back to 2021, you guys, like we talked about, a very successful year. You guys went deep in the playoffs a little bit, but you didn't take that ultimate goal. What's the thing that this team has to do to take that next step to win all the way, get to state?
Well, it starts with belief in yourself, number one, and we've talked a lot about that. Kudos to Bishop Lures. We had it would be an instant classic game on the NFL channel if we were in the NFL. I mean, what a fantastic football game. But the things that we need to do is number one, execute our assignments, do our 1/11th, play hard, play fast, be physical. And if I know our guys the way I think I do, I think we're going to do all those things. And we've had a pretty decent summer, and I think we're going to see some things that I believe that we have the potential to be a better football team than what we were a year ago, and I hope that certainly comes to fruition.
Coach, now every team going into a season, there's always a player that no one expects to take a big jump in their success. Is there a player or players that you could see taking a big jump and making a big splash this year?
Well, we've got several players that are going to make big jumps. When you're replacing a Lane Burns and a Lane Kleckner and a Hayden Gardner and a Phoenix Smythe, there's some guys that have been toiling behind them in the depths of the depth charts, and we're going to have a bunch of those guys step up. Everybody knows the Laban Davises, the Kyler Bibbees, and the Gavin Wallaces, but there's going to be some guys that are going to step up. We're real excited about where we're at with Trevor Feature and some other guys that are going to be replacing our stud seniors. So there's going to be a whole bunch of them, and as the season goes on, we're going to try to get to a point where we're developing some more talent, where we have the ability to go a little bit more one way. We're going to be a little more two way at the beginning of the season, but we're hoping that some of these guys that we're talking about right now will develop and we can play a little more one way football.
Anything else you want to say about your team?
Just real excited about the 2021 season. All in. Let's go Blazers.
All right, thank you, Coach. I've been up since 3:30 in the morning. It's a little difficult. All right, so can we start off by saying and spelling your first and last name, your position, and your grade?
Laban Davis, Laban Davis, quarterback for Eastside, and I'm a senior.
Okay, so talk about 2020. What do you remember most about that season and what are you going to use going into 2021?
Obviously, because of COVID, it was definitely a different season because of all the precautions and stuff having to go into it. And I'm just going to take in, we all became such a family because we all had to watch out for each other and make sure have each other's back and keep each other accountable, so we didn't get COVID or anything. So just bringing that in, bringing the family atmosphere in.
What are some things you don't want to change going into this year? What are some things you want to keep focus on and just continue to do? Because you guys were fast on offense, fast on defense. You were just explosive both sides of the ball. What do you want to do?
Just keep working. I mean, every day we go in the weight room, out at practice field, we all trust each other, we all make each other work, and just keep working, keep grinding, never be satisfied.
And then you said you're a senior, correct?
Yes.
Going into your senior year, what would constitute a successful senior year? I know everyone wants to win state, but what would constitute a successful senior year?
Honestly, if the team just, gives it their all, and, obviously every team wants to win state, and that's our goal, but, if we just give it our all and play our best 100% every time, and if we end the season knowing that we gave it our all, I'm all right with that.
Anything else you want to say?
No, that's it.
All right, thank you, David.
Yep.
All right, so first off, start off by saying and spelling your first, last name, your grade, and your position.
Okay. Kyler Bibbee.
Look at me the whole time.
Okay. Kyler Bibbee, Kyler Bibbee, tight end, linebacker, and I'm a senior.
Okay, so talk about last year. What are you going to remember going into this 2021 season?
I think one of the main goals is to keep that family mentality that we had last year with all of our seniors. We want to build that with some of our younger guys that we have on our team that are going to have to step up and play some pretty big roles this year for us.
Coach said it, Laban said it, you said it. Family is most important. Why is family so important to this team?
Because when you're a family, it turns into a brotherhood when you know that the guy behind you has your back and that you can always count on them to be there for you when the going gets tough.
2020 will go down as one of the most historic, oddest high school football seasons across the whole country. What are you looking forward to being changed with now more people getting vaccinated?
I think it's going to be pretty cool when we have more fans in the stadium. One thing that I missed a lot from last year is after the games got over with, we were able to speak with our fans after the game. We didn't do a whole lot of that last year because of COVID, and I'm hoping that we can get back to something like that because we're able to build a family with our community.
As a senior, you guys always have pregame speeches before. What are you going to say to your teammates first game of the year? What's your message that you want to just stress on day one?
Just go out there and do everything that you can, give it your all, and that's pretty much it.
And then last one before I get you out of here. What would constitute a successful senior year as it being your last year of high school football?
I think to be able to build that family back that we had with our seniors from last year, I think that'd be pretty cool to have again.
Anything else you want to say?
Nope, that's all.
All right, that's it. Thank you, man.
Thank you.